Hi, I'm Rich,
And I'm Joe.
and this is Two Fat Guys Cycling. Morning, folks. Rich here. Just wanted to share with you some of our thoughts on why we're doing this. Joe and I have been trying to lose weight for quite a while, several years, and it's been a battle, let me tell you. But we got together. We both decided it's time. We've got to lose weight. I was kicking almost 300 pounds. Joe was, I'm not even sure what weight he was at, and it was time. I'm type 2 diabetic, so my diabetes was getting out of control. My doctor was highly upset with me. So here we are, trying to lose weight. We decided that we're going to start riding bikes, something that we can do together. Occasionally we get together on weekends. We work together, but we get together on weekends and we go for rides. Our average speed when we first started was about 5 miles an hour. Pretty slow, but it was a start. And we set small goals for ourselves, and we tried to achieve those goals. On weekends, we usually try to ride. We find a nice place to ride, whether it be a local neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of traffic, where we can ride in the streets, or a nice safe bike trail. We found a bike trail in Edgewater because we're in Florida, and we've been pretty partial to that bike path. And we've pretty much set ourselves to a 2-hour time frame, maybe 3, that we can ride and see what kind of limits we can push on 3 hours or 2 hours. When we first started doing this, maybe 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, and now being the beginning of August 2020, we were doing maybe 7 miles in that time frame. If we're lucky, 10. There was quite a few stops in between. Both of us had ridden bicycles before, but it's been a long time. We're both 50 or more years old. Our bodies have changed. Trying to ride a seat of a 10-speed or 18-speed or 21-speed, as Joe may have it, was a little bit different. So we had to get padded seats because 50 years old, more, you're built differently, and it just isn't as comfortable anymore as it used to be. So we tried padded seats. I even gone so far as to get padded shorts, which seemed to help me quite a bit. So we're riding together on weekends. We started off at about 7 or 8 miles an hour, 7 or 8 miles distance, and we've gotten up to about 17 and a half miles now in that same time frame. And our average speed has gone up progressively from 5 or 6 miles average speed to 9 or 10. The weight loss is coming on. We can definitely see that. And that has to do with our diets as well. I'll get into that on another video. But because our schedules are different during the week, if you want to maintain our weight and maintain the progress we've accomplished, you have to kind of do something in between weekends. So I choose to ride on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In Florida, we're lucky where it's sunny most of the time. And it's not a bad ride first thing in the morning. Right now, I'm just riding laps in my neighborhood. It's quiet. The streets are wide. So you don't have to worry about riding on sidewalks or worrying about pedestrians walking. I have an app called Map My Ride. It's been very helpful for us. It helps us track our speed, our distance, our time, even how many calories we've burned. And it tracks your map on an actual map and lines it out. So we can go back and look where we've ridden before, and we can comment on that if we like that route, should we want to do it again. Hopefully we'll be able to share that with you guys at some point. And being honest, it's hard sometimes to get yourself up by yourself and go riding. It's much easier when you have a partner or a group of people to ride with. Kind of like when you're in the army and the soldiers are marching and they're doing 5-mile marches and 5-mile runs and they're all singing and cadence and whatnot. They don't realize they've gone 5 miles. But to do it yourself, it's a whole different story. I went out and I purchased a mount for my phone, which is what I'm using now. And I can play music, whatever playlist, like listen to the radio, and it helps. Going 5 miles on a Tuesday or a Thursday is usually my average. And I can do that right now in about 30 minutes. So it's not taking up a whole lot of my day. And yet I'm still maintaining that exercise. Hopefully keep my metabolism up. And get my heart rate up a couple times a week. Like I said before, when we started doing this, we realized that we're not built the same as we were when we were 20 years old. So we had to make some old man adjustments. I've got a wider seat with more spring to it. It's not race worthy, but it's very comfortable. And I've got the padded shorts. And I've even got padded gloves to make it so when you're holding on the steering wheel, or the handlebars, as you will, more comfortable. These are not specific brands, it's just something that's comfortable, wasn't too expensive. We're not trying to break the bank, we're just trying to lose weight. I'm fortunate that I live in I'm not too small of a neighborhood, so I can make laps around and I'm not passing the same people every day or every time. But I'm in Port Orange, Florida. There's several neighborhoods like this to ride in. Nice wide, 3 wide streets, maybe 15 foot, 20 foot wide or more. I went out one day and it was raining. I didn't realize it had started raining. I was all dressed and ready to go. So, well, I'm not going to ride that day. So I went inside and I got on the treadmill that we had purchased used. And I got on the treadmill for 35 to 40 minutes. As long as we're trying to keep our momentum, our metabolism up a couple of times a week, that's my goal.